nice.
Twice.
Hey.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's not what I think it is. You're in a bottom of a honey bottle. Oh, Pedro, Pedro. Oh, that's yeah. There
Hey,
he is.
oh, there you guys are. Sorry. My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
7F, man. You know what it is, man. I'm your boy, Black Pedro. This
Hey,
is
what's
the
going on? This is Shang, and we are Savage
you know what
AF,
to say.
and we are
Forget your
here.
feelings. Forget your feelings.
Forget your
Facts
F
matter.
matters. Well, no, F your feelings. Facts matter. Since we're not going to use any profanity until around 5 minutes in, then
Got
it's
3
going
minutes and
down.
55
I'm going
seconds.
to use the F F F F L L L I I A H R R S S S, whatever that starts with. Yo, we are normally here for 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time,
Specifically.
and we are on Facebook and
YouTube.
YouTube, which
Live.
is
All the way live.
yes.
Now listen, if you ever miss us live, you're a booger fart. You know what I mean? I don't even know what
Now,
that
what is
is,
a booger
but
fart? What is a
I
booger
mean, it's
fart?
like two of the worst things that our bodies produce
You
combined
think boogers are
into one.
bad? I think boogers are awesome. You are out of line.
I'm sure they have their purpose. Allergy and dust catchers.
I used to use
But
boogers to keep the chain on my bike together.
okay, here you go. Little
All
hood
right, no, that
ingenuity,
was a little okay. That was
little
weird.
pandemic wheels and shit. All right.
But as you can see, it's scrolling down there now. Make sure you check us out, and when you get to the YouTube page, make sure you do this. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Click, click, click. And I know you think you're done, but you ain't done. Even though you think you're done, it's not done until it's done. It's not over till the fight is won. Rate us. Give us that rating and tell them what else they need to do with their fingers. Tell them what else needs to be done with their fingers.
The two best fingers you have. All right, man.
Right?
These so good. Just get
Give
them
us
out.
go to the YouTube page.
The thumbs, and
Yes.
then and even off of the YouTube page, we also have our Facebook page where the thumbs are also necessary. Savage A dot F dot.
Right.
But hit them with these.
And give us that thumbs up because it'll be sweet and smooth, baby. So make sure you do that. We need the thumbs up. Subscribe. That's what we talk about before we get into the show. And there's another aspect to this social media game that we need, and only you can help us.
It is the aspect. Without it, we are not significant, or do we actually even exist?
We are nothing. We are nothing without it. Make sure you check out on Instagram at Black Pedro. Follow, and at Comedian Shang, and make sure you do that. That is it. It's easy. And again, make sure you check the one with the blue check, because the one with the blue check is not me. It's a copy of mine, and I didn't do that one. And that one's the weird one where people are sending weird messages. That's
his name is Shank.
Yeah, so that's not me. I see some people jumping into the feed, and finally, before we give you the rundown on the rundown,
keep running.
Yeah, it's good. The rundown on the run up.
Let's go.
There's certain shit that I asked y'all for, and I think you got the capacity to do it. All right. This is one. I'm gonna say one. When Pedro's special comes out, Engage, wherever it comes out, I'm gonna need y'all to coalesce, just like y'all do here, to make sure you watch it. It's called Engage. We already taped it. It's gonna be, it's in the editing process.
It's progressing through a process.
All right. I don't know why I turned into a Klingon. That was some Klingon shit. But make sure you do that. That's number one. Number two, We might be doing some new stuff with Savage. And if we go to a new platform, right, would you follow us? I need you to say yes or no in the feed. If we change the platform, went into a studio, start doing it, real high tech shit, would you follow us? Yay
Follow me
or
now.
nay? Yay or nay? Let us know.
Let's
What's
go.
happening. And you
Maya,
guys,
Sexy Puerto Rican, Damani, WDMA Warrior. I see all y'all out there, man. I appreciate y'all. Listen, Maya's up there. Yes, so listen, we appreciate the support, all of the support. We're gonna keep having projects come out. So we always appreciate y'all being here for that.
right.
So
Now,
absolutely.
in order for us to give you updates, make sure you do this. Go to my website, which is iamshang.com. Sign up on the website and make sure you put Savage AF in the comment. Because when you put Savage AF, I will make a separate email list specifically for the Savage AFers. Yeah, okay. You Savage AF motherfuckers.
You
Yeah, we
AFers.
over 6 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings.
Look.
Facts matter.
Ha.
You know what it is. Black Pedro, comedian Shang, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, right? We should go ahead and do that, man. It is June 6th, a Tuesday. Club going up. 2023 in the time space continuum. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. We are going to end today's show with a Shangry.
Yeah.
Logical question, and I think civil. When is it time for hands?
Yes.
All right, let's talk
When is
about
it.
it. Me, myself, and I. I'm just gonna give you this one phrase, PEMDAS. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell.
Don't worry, we're gonna get into
some. But I'm gonna just go wait. I'm gonna wait. And
that's why I asked you to stick around for the show too, Shang. You know.
Shout out to Damani Jones. Shout out to Sexy Puerto Rican, WDMA Warrior. Maya Baker, absolutely 100. Appreciate it. Sexy Puerto Rican. Trolltastics is here. Everybody wants to stomp silly. I changed the name. That ain't really the name, but that's the new name. Everybody wants stomp silly. That's his new thing. He'd be like, "Yeah, I wish you would, man. Come to Ohio and see if you can get me." I know you.
I don't promote.
Yeah.
I don't promote ignorance or violence.
No, but Evelyn Gatlin. What's happening? All right. So
before that Black Pedro pop in today, we do have a that critical, the one that gets in deep, the one that gets you right here. And motherfuckers say what? You taking J or the peg? Today we're keeping it light, man. So we're gonna talk about a few things that are just kind of out there in the sphere, in the dome, in the ether. But we're not really touching on politics today, really.
Well, a little bit.
Or just like social politics. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is more like it's like hood stuff, like family stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But before we get into that motherfucker say what today, we're gonna take it off the dome, y'all. Right off the top of the head. I saw a post recently. There's a young lady, her name's Erica Lachey, a woman, singer, artist. I think I actually met her at a Redstone firearm gun training. And that's how I got to her handle. Like she told me her handle. And she talks a lot of, cool, righteous stuff. But was talking about, I guess there was like a, I don't know, I can't remember, a dentist office, I think, in a city with a lot of Black people, or a Black dentist office that was asking his customers to not come in with like bonnets and do-rags and, pajamas and shit like that, blah, blah, blah. And, and it sparked this debate about, how do people feel about leaving the house in WDMA? We talked about Cornel West, I believe yesterday.
Yes, we talked about Cornel West.
Yeah, so make sure that's why you got to keep going to the website, man. Keep going to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/SavageAF World. But we did talk about that. So go hit that episode up, man. But Today, I just want to ask y'all how y'all feel about going out in public. And man, listen, I'm East Side Detroit. I know, I've seen it my whole life. Yeah, I've seen rollers in the wild. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Just like
Well,
ladies' hair rolled up, big ass pink rollers, and they're in the grocery store, convenience store, gas
right.
station. Out of dudes in do rags all day long. I've never seen some niggas. I've never seen their head.
Yeah.
I've never seen your full head because you always look like that. Is
But
this
there's certain
okay?
hold up, there's certain do rags that dudes can wear. Like, don't rock it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
I'm
be.
not. I mean, be you. This is Pride
No,
Month, so
no,
do
no,
you,
no,
dog?
no,
Like,
no. No, don't do that. Don't do
no,
that.
it's bro.
Don't make a little
It's
flower falling from
everybody should be able to
yeah.
express themselves.
And
He
women,
looked happy to me,
yeah.
so
If you wear a bonnet like this, I can rock with it. That kind of looks fashionable, but plus you fine as frog hair. But you can't be wearing a bonnet like this. You can't have that kind of bonnet because that's
see.
just yeah.
Well, no, we don't want. Yeah, we're not going after motherfucking. I can't even think of a goddamn Elizabethan writer at this point, but whatever.
You can't rock that.
Uh, Jane Eyre or whatever. But WDMA says if I see a woman with a bonnet out in public, she for the streets. Damani Jones says it gives a good sign of who you're dealing with. But Damani, what's the judgment? Like when you see him, who do you think you're
Well, let's
dealing
be
with? Like
real.
what's the call?
I disagree with anybody in the feed because men are, they say, oh, it depends. No, if she got a banging booty, like her ass is the universe and everything about it, then you will. She could wear a big ass Jiffy Pop popcorn on her head, and you wouldn't care. You wouldn't care. Like, if she got a badonka donk, you know, when I
Yeah,
move, you
you know,
move just like that, like that
I'll
type
I'll
of shit.
I'll admit, in general, I was taught to, get your shit together before you leave the house. Try your best. Throw on some clothes. Every now and then you catch me moving the car on trash day, or yeah, I got to run to the store just right quick. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
might not be my absolute tightest, but in general, I'm of the school of like yeah, no, go ahead, put an outfit on, or like
No,
or like if your hair isn't all the way together, then throw on a hat. But like do rag, like in public, bonnet rollers in public, I'm like, that's
Damani, look at what
that's a
Damani.
lot.
No judgment
He
if
said
she
no
gets.
judgment, but
Yeah,
if she get loud in the dollar store, just be like, I'm chilling. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
but if a woman walks out in public, she don't give a fuck about her appearance. So she's lacking in other areas too.
And other and without fully judging all of this, you never know what somebody's going through. So
No,
no, I mean like, and one thing, the sister I referenced, Erica Lachey, she was like, the only time she's ever gone out like that is in times when she was like, not at her, most healthy mental state. And I get that too. Like we, as comics, we get down, depressed sometimes. So yeah, I've let myself go
hey man,
sometimes.
speak for yourself. I'm always
Hey,
no, I'm depressed right now.
Stacey Patterson. No, I know. I mean, we all fight through shit sometimes. So, but in general, but then also, I think there are people who just kind of don't give a fuck, which I think is a different kind of depression. And when I say don't give a fuck, it's not like I give up. It's more like a lack of self awareness and esteem. You know what I
No, that's
mean?
not at all. Not at all. It's a fashion statement now. Some women like to wear them, and I feel like
Well, and let's not just focus on the women because it's like, man, I saw a dude out the other day, and I mean, like, when I say his pants were mid thigh, I mean this is like not. This is beyond sagging, dog. Like, the entire ass of your underwear is out. Like, bro, like it's like, dog, what are you doing? Like, bro, what are you doing? Like sagging, brothers.
right.
How do we feel about like? We're all aware this is atrocious behavior, right? Like.
No,
I always want to whip off my belt and be like, "Get your ass in the house,"
But
and
look how it looks though.
like sagging your pants, like
Like I used to wear, I have on hats all the time, but I have hair. And when people say, "Oh, does he have hair?" I have a lot of hair. The thing is, when I do shows, he knows I go out and comb my hair.
Now
But
see,
I just think that it depends on how you rock it. That don't look that bad.
WDMA says I have never worn a do-rag. He's either had dreadlocks or been bald since he was 12. I appreciate that though. I'm fucking with you, WDMA. But some people never live that life. I sometimes do, rarely though. I realize I don't have one right now. I'm like, oh, I thought I had one, but I don't even have one right now. But Damani says I work around sawdust, so I use a do-rag at work, but in public I put my ball cap on. There you go, brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's it becomes utilitarian. Obviously, I rock do rags. You want to lay the waves down. I get it. Nothing wrong with that. It's part of my life. But yeah, in general, it's not like public appearance. You know what I mean? Like it's
No,
like
no, no. I think that
I feel like it'd be like if you took a shower, put on a bathrobe, then ran some errands, then got dressed. It's like, no, just go ahead and get dressed before you run the errands. Like no need to be in a bathrobe at
I've
CVS.
gone out in boxer shorts and I've gone out in boxer shorts and a robe. And I wish
That's
somebody
why
would
they
say
won't let you have a gun,
that's
Shane,
the
because
reason.
it's
I
mental
should
health
have went to
issues,
the
bro.
gun store place. Like, yeah, man, I let my balls breathe, bitches. Listen, all you people in the feed, everybody, I know everybody. Hey, what's up? What's up, Stacy?
Oh shit! You see what
Stacy.
WDMA did? I brought up sagging, and he said sagging niggas.
Niggas.
You see how no, but you see how it's palindrome. Like
Right. Oh, no,
sagging
no.
is niggas backwards and niggas is sagging backwards.
Okay,
Oh
but
man,
let me ask you this.
that's
Anybody in the
deep,
feed,
brother.
if you want your waves or you want to be frothy, because that right there, that looks
Hmm.
frothy.
Let him be.
Yeah, but now he looks frothy. And if I saw him, what the fuck you doing? But the bottom line
He
is,
like diamond on my neck,
some
diamond on my.
people, I've always had mostly long hair, mostly. So I can't, it wouldn't work with me. I've always worn this type of shit. Or
You
had
needed
this,
ways to bind your hair and things like that.
yeah, I had stuff like. But I understand why some brothers could wear it. It's just women rocking it. They look ratchet. When women wear them, they look ratchet as shit. And she looked like
But
she
well, you never
she looks
worn that. Like
no, but she looks
if
12 days a slave, really. But glossy
well,
though.
no, but that's an advertisement for a bonnet. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but this one looks
You,
fly because she fly.
I don't know. Like everybody got to do what they got to do to, or you want to do what you want to do to feel your best. But whatever that process is, I don't feel like you should be in the streets with it. You know what I mean?
See,
It's almost as dangerous as like applying makeup
right,
while driving.
right.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah,
Like at that point, just either do it before you leave the house or when
or
you
don't
get to
do
where
it.
you're
Right.
going.
But
But don't
WDMA Warrior
like
said
in the middle. I don't want to see you on the freeway.
zesty
Not
froth,
even looking at the road. Like fuck all of that.
zesty
Zesty froth.
froth. Yeah, I mean, no. Let me tell you something. Women, I think men that don't care as much. If a woman's wearing a do rag or a bonnet, men don't care as much. I'm telling you, if she's fine, we will
No,
deal with
no,
it.
no. But no. Honestly, even I have seen gorgeous women. In the moments when they're in the. Oh,
What's
hold
up,
on, I'm
Stephen?
trying to put
Mr.
Stacy up
Bowman?
here. Stacy said, "I wouldn't leave the house in my shower cap, but that's me." Like for me, it's like I could see it. Like I see, oh, she fine as hell, but like I'll be like, but
There ain't no but. I change your
I wish
life.
she didn't have that shit on her head, man,
I'll
right
be
now.
like, hey,
Like,
baby.
because it's like it goes to for me, it's like the first impression thing.
No.
Like you said, the one chick looked like 12 years a slave. I'm like, that's no matter what her is going on under there, at some point in my initial mind, I'm gonna be like, kiss it, you know
No,
what I
see
mean? And
that.
you
See
and
that. I would be like,
it's gonna fuck your
I'm
head
gonna
up.
take her to freedom. That's what I'd be like. I'm taking freedom. Oh, this dick. No, I'm
No,
just.
and I'm not clowning the process of
But
beautification, and because again, I'm not focused on women with this. Like, I'm also looking at you brothers that come out, yes, this shit, and this motherfucker be at the bank, and I'm like, nigga, what are you doing, dog? Like, take
I
that shit off your
disagree.
head. Like, even if you want to ride in your
Some
car
men
like
can
that,
rock it.
if you
Some
want to
men
ride in your no, if you want to ride in your car like that, and then like break it
no,
up, but at some point release the waves, nigga. Like, what's the
no.
do rag
That
for?
one looks
How long
good.
you gonna
Hold
wave
on,
your
that
shit
one
up?
looks good. This one is a good looking.
No, this is the advertisement for a do rag. You have to put it in context, Shane. You have
No,
to be like, does that look good at Trader Joe's, at Ralph's, at the
yes,
bank,
yes,
at the paint store,
yes.
at goddamn Lowe's? You know what I
Nobody's
mean?
gonna be
Like,
watching you going, oh, you got a do rag on. Nobody.
absolutely. Well, first of all, the cops will profile you. First of all,
You think that?
let's not act stupid about that. Come
No,
on, man. You know, you
no,
don't
man.
think loss prevention at every store at TJ Maxx is gonna be like, yeah, we have a do rag alert here. Yeah, a
No,
DR situation.
no.
Listen, this is all right. Here comes Phenom Brown. She's our resident poet. She be coming with the look. It's covering my face. I
Yeah.
can't even see past her words right
Sagging is
now. Like,
horrible,
go ahead,
especially
read it.
when it's exposing your whole backside and the pants are being held up by the
It
ass
looks
hairs.
ridiculous.
It looks ridiculous. I was in Atlanta and seen a guy sagging. You know what? By the way, sagging comes from prison. The sagging was the dudes that would
They can
pull their
actually
pants
trace it
down.
back to slavery
Yeah,
and stuff.
and slavery too. When it was dudes in prison that wanted another dude to be like, "You can get at me." He pull his pants down to a point. Um, wow. Okay, and dress with one of
She,
the
she
pressure.
said, I was in Atlanta and seen a guy sagging who had light up undies. Wait, hold up. Light
What's
up
wrong with that?
undies on, and we could see Dookie streaks. And we were in the line at Subway. See, Subway will make you shit yourself. All right, so that's anyway. Yeah, we'll get off that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like for all of us, and it, I see white people out here dressed funky foul, all kind of.
Right. So
Some
that's
people
why.
dress all kind of funky foul, but I'm just like, I mean, listen, we know how we get judged. Yeah, be comfortable, live your life. But
So
I
this
am
is
going to admit,
hood. Is that hood?
I mean, it's no,
That don't look
it's
hood.
hood at the bank. It's hood at the grocery
No, it's
store.
not.
It's hood outside your
No,
car
it's
or your
not.
home.
No, it's
But
not.
I'm like, I'm just of the school, like, you don't wear shit like that outside of the
Well,
house.
Pedro is Pedro's being very fancy pants and acting like, this looks all right. I mean, especially if you got on a shirt that match and some linen shorts and some sandals and you roll
Unless you're
up
unless
with
you're shooting your video, or it's
no,
a TikTok character or some shit, please tell me, please,
no.
young black gentlemen, I need you to, and I'm not saying it's going to protect you from violence or racism or whatever, but honestly, you'll just look bad. What the fuck is the do-rag for if you don't show the do? If you only show the rag
But
all the
right,
time, then
but
what the fuck is the do for? Just
sometimes
shave your goddamn head.
the waves ain't all way there yet. So you want to, and
Just,
sometimes.
it's called a do rag. The point is the do. The do is under the
Well,
rag.
what about the
Eventually, you
bonnet?
got to take off the rag
What
and
about
show
the?
the goddamn
All
do.
right, what about
And
the
the same
bonnet?
with the bonnet. It's meant to protect your hair from your low thread count ass sheets. And that's fine. That is fine. So you don't wake up with static free, but the frizz is to, but once you out the house, then you got to let the curl fly, girl. You got to let the wind touch the follicles.
No.
Follicle wind contact. That's what
I
we
would,
need.
all you ladies, how many women in the feed have worn a bonnet outside? Let's find out right there, number one, before we're going to move on. But how many women have worn a bonnet outside? How many men have worn a do-rag outside? Number one, have I done that? I had braids at one point, right? I actually wore braids, and I have worn a do-rag out, and then they kicked me out of the mayor's ball. But let me tell you something. They're like,
He's like, my cousin getting married
hey,
though.
first off, all right,
I love you, Felicia.
Yeah, I paid for my ticket, cuz. Like, no, man. But I'm just. But aside from that, but after that, I didn't do it because I wanted to keep my braids because my hair was long, and now it's kind of yeah. I got a lot.
Maya says I grew up knowing not to wear certain things out in public. Sorry.
Like
I'm old
thongs,
school and have
like
more respect for myself.
more
Respect,
respect for
respect.
yourself.
Yeah,
You know what? We don't respect you. Men are horrible. We don't respect you. Look, if you have if you are a sexy woman, like this woman to me is a very beautiful Ethiopian
but
love.
you don't even know what's under there, dog.
Right.
It might be
That could
Medusa
be all
snakes.
head. That could be all
Right. It could be skin from when she weighs 600
right.
pounds. You
But
don't
as
even
long
know.
as she's not wearing this, I don't care.
Evelyn Gatlin doesn't even own a bonnet. Go ahead.
But I like ratchet girls. I mean, I like ratchet girls now. I do. You don't like ratchet girls? Tell the truth.
Oh no, I don't even attract that energy, dog.
Yeah, come on.
No,
You ain't
they
mad to
know
see
not to
ratchet
fuck with
girls.
me.
I know you're mad.
I don't
I
even
know.
give that any
Okay,
time
no.
of day.
Ratchet girls do. Ratchet girls. No, I don't get ratchet women don't. But white women don't fuck with me. I don't know what it is. Not that I ever would, because I'm, prejudiced. But like, yeah, got to throw that in the mix. But I know, I just feel like if I'm gonna give my energy and intimacy, I'm gonna give it to a black woman. That doesn't mean that other women aren't beautiful. Let me clarify that. That's number one. Number two, the little something about ghetto girls. Once you get them into bed, they got something to prove. So I mean, back
They're
in the
trying to
day,
fuck
not
their way
now.
out the hood.
Yeah, right. They're trying to fuck their way to a better life, and I ain't mad at them.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at them.
just don't go full Lil Kim. Like at a certain point, she should have stopped, but she
Yeah.
kept going.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. We're gonna keep it pushing. And as we do, Black Pedro comedian Shane.
Yeah.
We ask them critical questions, but the number one question that we ask when it's time, when it's proper, that question always sounds like,
motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Motherfucker say what?
What?
All right, man. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna pull this in for you out real quick just to look at.
I got it.
There's always that debate where it's like, I'll take this banner down real quick. There's been that debate. I won't say always, but recently, like the people are like, would you take $500,000 cash or dinner with Jay-Z? And this dude, Side Hustle King, Profit with Ant, that's either a Twitter or a IG handle. He's like, I'll explain since most can't comprehend. Dinner with Jay-Z is the better option over 500K because of the knowledge and expertise he has. He'll give you the blueprint
Oh wow.
on being wealthy and successful. His
Wow.
knowledge will be worth more long term than the short term. I don't know about you, Shane, but I feel like
Would you take? Which would
I
you
feel
do?
like with $500,000, if you want the blueprint from Jay-Z, with $500,000, you could buy like 600 copies of the blueprint. This nigga literally has multiple albums called The Blueprint. If you want the blueprint from Jay-Z, he already put that out. Okay, take $500,000, buy land, nigga.
Yeah, that's just
Grow your wealth from that and turn that money into more money. That's the blueprint. What the fuck are we talking about?
Let me
Everybody
tell
knows
you
the blueprint. Get money, nigga. Let's not sit down with a nigga for lunch.
Jay-Z
Are you serious?
ended
He's
the
a genius.
500. Yeah.
He's a business genius. I'm not. It's not downing. I feel like if Jay-Z had the option to have lunch with himself or take $500,000, he'd take $500,000. You know what I mean? Like,
but I'm gonna tell you something right now, and I know this
crazy.
sounds wrong, and everybody in the feed will probably think you can't say that. Man, for $500,000, I killed Jay-Z.
Okay, this took a turn that I was not expecting.
$500,000.
That wasn't even an option, Jonathan. There were two peaceful options to the Shane.
$500,000.
You could even,
bro,
you could have brunch or you could motherfucking get a wire transfer. I'd have turned into
Or,
killing Jay-Z.
or, man, you can't
He's
put that
like,
on.
or I could take both meals and
Right.
kill this nigga.
Yeah, right.
And get this money. Like,
And let me
whoa.
tell you something, man.
What the fuck?
That change your whole
That
life.
wasn't an option, dog.
Is an
Hold up,
option.
time out, dog. He's like, in the time of peace, killing is always an option. What the? This isn't this wasn't a violent. This wasn't a violent scenario, dog.
Jay-Z, and
What the fuck?
Jay-Z, Uncle Stabby would come to visit Jay-Z.
I didn't know Uncle Stabby was in town or free.
Yeah, Uncle Stabby.
I didn't know he got out.
Let me tell you something, man. For
He's back on the street.
$500,000, that changes people's lives. That's why and I'm not trying to make this turn dark, but it's already turned dark. That's why these motherfuckers that was going down to the hood with $800,000 on their neck, $900,000 on their neck, then they surprise somebody, roll up on them and shoot them in the fucking face, which is horrible. But if you're hungry and you know that would change your whole life, it would change your existence, maybe your family's family, what you're wearing around your neck or whatever you don't, man, come on. Mark that.
Phenom Brown said with 500K, I could find Jay-Z, which sounds creepy. I could find him. But no, I know what you mean. She said I could find Jay-Z and offer to treat him to lunch and offer to pay for his time. He may be glad someone offers to take him to lunch. I understand the sentiment. I wouldn't even do that. Buy a goddamn house or 7 and move the fuck on with your life.
I just say
you are now a landlord pulling in passive income. You will be fine.
No, I know.
You will never need to talk to Jay-Z.
I would
anybody
flip that
else.
money. I'd flip that money because I'd take the 500.
Well, that's what I just said. I'm telling you. So.
No, I mean a different way. I'd take the 500,000 and let other rappers know I got 500 off of me. Then they tell me I ain't never liked Jay-Z. Jay-Z, did some dirt to me back in the day when he was dealing drugs. And then I take the 500,000 and use it to pay some other niggas. And then boom, yeah, we all stab Jay-Z. And then we turn it into
again killing Jay-Z was not an option.
Turn it into $1 million.
This makes no sense.
Yeah,
this makes no sense. Man. It really was not even an option in this scenario.
I mean, nobody.
The only two choices are lunch with Jay-Z or $500,000.
So
there's no murder involved. There's no murder in this.
Murder. So
unless you have a shellfish allergy and they serve you, shrimp or something.
Yeah, but a dinner with Jay-Z could be like $100,000. He might buy a bottle, and then
that's what I'm saying. That's why that's why I wasn't with Phenom on that. I'm like, you don't need to buy him lunch. He'll be fine. Take $500,000, and you will be able to turn it into more money, and you will be fine for the rest of your life. You don't have to. I don't even think the scenario is $500,000 from Jay-Z.
This is how
I think it's just somebody you find.
It's going to turn political for a second. People have spent $100,000 to have dinner with Trump, and,
or with any political candidate, any presidential candidate.
They do that. They spend all this money, but it campaign or whatever, campaign finance, whatever. The bottom line is that's
influence. It's for influence.
It's absolutely for influence. It's like, hey, ignore that fucking bill about our too much smoke emissions. But
our concerns are there.
Yeah, I mean, but for $500,000, the fact that people were even debating it, and he's saying what y'all don't understand is that I would get so much knowledge from Jay-Z, and then when I would leave, I'd still be the dumb nigga without $500,000 before I had lunch with him. That's just dumb. And the people that actually said I'd have dinner with Jay-Z instead, like, what if he's just eating and like dropping no knowledge on you? He just
nigga don't feel like talking that day.
All right, man. It's nice meeting you, nigga.
Always wanted to try this place. What they call it, In and Out. Cool.
Yeah.
Phenom said, I'm not saying spend the whole 500K on Jay. I'm just saying reach out, see if he will take a meeting. I'm not saying it in a creepy way, Pedro.
Sounds
also,
creepy.
Fun fact, he and I have the same birthday. See, then you got creepy again, Phenom. Because you don't leave with that. Hi, Jay-Z. We have the same birthday.
Yeah,
we twins. Like just you gotta breathe, relax, act like you got 500K. Because once you got $500,000, you belong in the room. I mean, you can have.
All right. So,
but don't let him order. Just get there early. Tell the wait staff only order through, we gonna send this out. Like you got to host him because if we start popping bottles, like Shang say, that 500K could go real quick.
You know
Plus
what?
the
He
autograph.
knows. Yeah, he knows more than
Now
I
you
do,
in the hole.
and I'm not exaggerating. He told me once. Pedro told me once that Drake, who by the way is
Hey
KW.
man, I ain't say no names. I
No,
ain't said
I'm saying
never
Drake.
not
I'm
a
saying
name.
Drake. Okay,
I ain't
but
say that name.
okay. All right, Rake. I'm gonna tell you about Rake, which you definitely shouldn't leave in tall grass because when he
Yeah,
stood
no.
on it.
This is why you can't tell Shane shit. Cause you tell Shane one thing and he'll be like, Pedro said, I'm like, my nigga. Like, damn,
No,
dog.
Pedro
I
said,
was
let
smoking,
me
nigga, and I
finish.
didn't.
Pedro saw Drake once, and I'll leave it there. He saw him, and he was like, "Oh shit, Drake," and that was it. But
Okay.
I heard through the grapevine that some of these big time music acts and some of these big time actors will spend, and I'm not exaggerating, 50 grand on dinner and drinks and buying bottles. 50 grand, and that's low. Some people 100 grand, 150 grand. There's bottles that I heard that there are bottles that you could spend 25 grand and then not even blink for a bottle.
Yeah, I've
One
heard,
bottle.
I listen to rap music. I've heard such stories too.
I've heard these stories. And
No, but
yeah,
yeah,
you
spending
know what?
30,000 on someone else's
Let me tell you
grapes.
something. For $500,000, I would kill a bunch of dogs.
Wow. That's,
Yeah, because I'm not a
but I don't
dog
even
fan.
think that's something that somebody would pay you for.
No, yeah, they would.
I feel like at that
Yeah,
point,
they
that's
would.
just a crime of passion.
No, that's just a personal preference.
Just the thing. Decided to
I
do.
said that on Instagram, and I've gotten about, and I'm not exaggerating, at least 1,000 people when I said I don't trust dogs because they're unpredictable, and fuck them, right? Basically, fuck dogs. When I say people were like, "You're a dog hater," and then somebody in the feed, apparently been on this show, said, "You know why he's like that? He's the killer of dogs." I'm not the killer of dogs. It's two.
Like Dex?
Two would be plural, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so dogs, but but
Yeah.
but in the first instance, he would have ripped my throat out with his dog canines. So it was me or him. The second one was just out. It was Wednesday,
I
and
don't think canines call them canines. They just call them teeth. But for
yeah,
us,
like
yeah,
just like
they,
if you in Brazil and they ask for nuts, you ask for Brazil nuts, they would be just called
they should be like, what are you, nuts?
nuts. But no, I
Uh,
think that Jay Z. Let me tell you something. Jay Z is laughing at the fucking fact that people are doing this shit.
well, I mean, hey,
I bet you
but
somebody
no,
has
and
done it.
listen, I get the idea of wanting to sit down and gain knowledge from a person like this, and I'm sure he could potentially offer up a lot of great advice to a lot of different people.
Right.
I think another reality is that Jay Z's life is very unique, and most people aren't going to be able to do the things he did or acquire the amount of money and wealth that he acquired. Like it's literally not realistic. So I would take the 500K
Over that?
and get yeah. If you want to talk to Jay Z, I'd just buy his albums, invest in title, whatever. But take the 500K with the. I mean, you know, again, I think it's what he would do.
Yeah. Oh,
You
he
know
would
what I
do that.
mean? Like, what don't we know at this point? Use money to make more money. So talking to Jay-Z isn't going to get you the money you need to make more money with.
But man, hold up.
500K will.
You're wrong,
Like
man. Because you know
that
why?
just
Side Hustle King said so, man. Profit. That's
well, he
why.
just said the funny said. I mean, for me, the whole funny part of that is that he'll give you the blueprint. I'm like, he gave everybody the blueprint. It's part of how he made money.
Right.
Like, it's
Where do you think
literally
he got
called. He
his
had
money
an
from?
album called The Blueprint,
It's called The
and then he
Blueprint.
made a second part. Like, bro, it's like I think there's 3 blueprints. Like, chill, dog. Like, if that's
But
all you want from
you know
Jay
what?
Z is the blueprint, it's already out there.
All right. But as we move on, I think they pretty much debate is over for people who have common sense. People who have definitely common sense and they believe there are people, and I ain't shit. and I might have confidence in myself to a point, obviously, but that think that talking to me they could gain the blueprint, and I don't fucking know. You know,
Listen, the conversations are great, and you can literally learn from anybody you talk to if you see fit.
that's true.
But finding $500,000 goddamn dollars,
It's too much.
and we haven't even talked about taxed or not. I don't know, but I'm just assuming you come out with $500K. I'm taking that, dog. I don't give a fuck. It's like talk to Jesus, the president, Dalai Lama. No, I definitely don't want to talk to him.
I would take 500K. Fuck it, I would take 100K. I'd snuff my mother.
I was like, again, murder here comes in for no reason.
I'd snuff my mother.
In the building.
Like, Mom, you've had a good life, and you know you old. And I'd snuff her, but I'd do it, while she was asleep with a pillow. I wouldn't be, rude. Come on.
Hey.
Who would snuff their mother? Come on. But the thing is, I know that there's kids that snuffed it. What are the two good guys that killed their parents for the house and the money?
The Menendez brothers. Bro, they went to Princeton, dog.
What?
Bro, the Menendez, like I know motherfuckers who know Lyle Menendez, dog.
And he went to Princeton?
They were like, dog.
What are they teaching at Princeton? That you go.
Well, obviously not how to get away with it.
Oh yeah, because they got caught. There was a good documentary on it, but I don't know, man. For $500,000, I do a lot of weird shit. I wouldn't do nothing sexual, like, hey man, put these pop bottles up your butthole. I wouldn't do that.
No,
I wouldn't do no. But if they said, I would actually, if somebody said punch a celebrity, I would try to tell that celebrity right before I punched them, hey man, I'm gonna give you $100,000 after I sock you. And I bet you'd be like, man, punch away, nigga. Pop. And they would take it.
The money said 300K or a brunch with Master P. Bro, you know what I'm going for, the bag, the money.
I wouldn't give
if you were like
to sit with Master P.
if you're like $25 a brunch with your mama, I'm taking $25 straight to the craft table. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So yeah, but I'm gonna let y'all know something.
We're gonna
Pedro and me both agree unilaterally on this. $500,000 literally changes people's existence.
You could do all right with that.
Right.
Man. Now go ahead and take that money and go on.
Savage
Don't take
AF.
the bananas.
Savage AF. I see people in the feed. All right, how many women would have sex with? No, really. Like if somebody offered you $500,000, just like that movie, Indecent Proposal, for $500,000, would you have sex with Flavor Flav?
Wow, that's asking a lot.
No.
All right, man. We're gonna keep it
for
pushing.
Free now. Why would you? Come on, women. I fucked women and I bought them. You know the little candy corns with the yellow.
Halloweens.
Yeah, I gave a woman one of those, and she gave me the pussy. So why would you take 500,000? Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, I've always loved these." And then Kirk.
Hey man, whatever it takes, bro. Happy Halloween, Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. We're gonna keep it pushing, man. I'm your boy Black Pedro, and I'm gonna give it to you like this.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey,
boom,
it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Ha! All right, now, man.
What in the wide world of sports are you talking about?
Talking about PEMDAS, man. All right, one of them things. It's probably been viral for a while, but it just came across my purview. Now I've seen things like it before, but I did want to get into this for 1 second because they be doing new math out here, man. You see this over here, PEMDAS, Order of Operations. All right, here's the thing, man. There was this thing that went viral, right? It was like, what's the answer to 6 divided by 2 times parentheses 1 plus 2, right?
What?
And the debate is always either 1 or 9, 1 or 9.
Right.
PEMDAS is parentheses, exponents, multiplier, divide, addition, and subtraction.
What?
The multiplier, divide. So when you see, did the screen change? I can't look at the show and these screens at the same time. But are we looking at 6 divided by 2?
Well,
okay, so if you're trying to solve that, right?
You know that people aren't gonna understand what the fuck you're saying.
Of course they will. If you're looking, if we see it,
Won't.
right?
No, they won't.
So if you look at the equation, 6 divided by 2 times 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 being in parentheses, 2 being adjacent to the parenthetical, right? It's like what's the answer to that?
But first off, you gotta know what a parenthetical is.
Parentheses. There you go.
Okay.
There
I'm
you
sorry.
go.
No,
Bro,
I didn't know.
our crowd is wild.
No,
Our
I thought it was
crowd
about
is
pandas.
psychotic.
I thought a
No.
PEMDAS was like if you had more than one panda. That's a plural for pandas.
Like a gathering of pandas is a
gathering of
PEMDAS.
pandas was PEMDAS.
No. See, now that's why we got to pay
you
attention
sure?
to math class.
Are you sure?
But some people believe, and chime in the whatchamacallit, in the comment section, y'all. Is it 9 or 1 to you, right?
Right.
I say the answer is 1, right? The way I learned is in this equation here, you would, let me share this other, sorry. I'm gonna share this other screen here.
PEMDAS. Okay.
Because maybe you can't see my, I'm sorry, I thought you could see the equation I was talking about, but I realized now you can't. All right, so here, this equation. Now do you see what I'm saying, Shane?
I still don't know.
Hold on, let me make sure we can. You see what I'm saying? So up at the very top there, it says 6 divided by 2, parentheses, 1 plus 2. Do you see that?
Yeah, but I still don't know what it is.
So the way I learned to do math is you would add what's in the parentheses first, right? That's the P in PEMDAS. Do the parentheses first. So that's going to give you 3 inside of it, right? So then you have Sid, the cat is singing about it because she's into math too, and she's like, you see how she's screaming 1 at a time. She knows the answer is 1. But so you do the parentheses first, right?
Right.
That's 3. Then in my mind, you multiply that by 2. That gives you 6, and then you have 6 divided by 6, which equals 1. But some people, the new math, I'm on some ancient original OG shit. The new math says you add up the 1 plus the 2, right?
Right.
Then you do 6 divided by 2, and then you do, and that's 3, and then you do 3 times the 3 that's inside the parentheses, giving you 9.
Right. Okay, but
that's some bullshit, bro. What I'm saying is, man, they keep switching up the new math, and eventually none of us will all have the same shit in front of us, and nobody will be able to come up with the same goddamn answer. They're trying to confuse you on purpose. Math is math. Leave it the way I learned it in the goddamn 80s, and leave us the fuck alone, and let's move forward from there. Math is math.
No, math is not math, because math can be changed. You know what?
No, math doesn't change until you add something or subtract.
1 plus
or
1
divide or multiply.
1 plus 1 can equal 3. You know why I know that?
Whoa.
You know why I know that?
Shane's edible kicked in.
I got 2 kids. Okay. 1 plus 1 can equal 3.
Okay, I see that. But that's not math. That's fucking.
Oh wow.
That's biology.
Okay,
see?
damn.
That's a whole different subject. But in mathematics, I don't know. It was just one of those funny debates. I saw Tony Baker went viral with one of those on it, where it was just like, what is the answer here? And I'm like, yeah, man, it's 1. It's forever 1 for me. But a lot of people get 9, and I think that's how the war is going to start.
Why
over shit like this?
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, for me, when you have a number next to a parentheses, those are forever joined, right? It's like you can't just like separate that two and divide and use it to
Yes, you
divide
can.
by 6. No, it's like you got to complete the union of the two and the parentheses together, complete that whole thing, and then start dividing shit up, right?
See, look,
But you haven't even
Jay-Z,
figured out what's on the denominator,
there you
and you
go.
want to numerate. And that's just not
Jay-Z's
how
gonna
my
make,
mathematics work.
but
What's she
read what
say?
she's, look, see?
She said Jay-Z gonna make niggas do this math problem to have lunch with him, DC. And I'm not paying for that. I'm
Right.
not paying for that, Phoenix. I'm telling
And
you right
yeah,
now.
see, 1 + 1 can be 3. And WD.
No, yeah, no, I'll give you that. You know,
Okay.
I ain't never added my shit up like that.
Right. You know, 1 sperm could end up being 5 people.
Mhm.
I don't know how 1 sperm gonna get around to everybody. It makes
No, it
sense in
can't.
my mind.
No, a cell could split. You know, like you
Yeah,
could.
no,
That's what
there's a
identical.
woman that had
That's what identical
what is
twins.
9 triplets, where she had quadruplets.
9
She
triplets.
had 9.
That's 27 kids, nigga. Hold on.
She had
She would
9
have
babies.
burst open
Hold
in
up.
2 months
One
in.
woman had 9 babies at one time. But
Okay. I was like, this nigga said
yeah,
9
she
triplets.
had
I'm
9.
like, I know how to do math, nigga. Hold up.
Okay, what is
That's what
9
we talking
triplets?
about.
9
PEMDAS my
triplets would be
ass.
how many? Okay, that's what I'm saying. So one night of fucking, 1 + 1 ended up being 19 little niggas.
Octuplets. Well, there
That
was
really happened.
Octomom. There was Octomom. We know
Yeah,
about
that
her.
really happened. So I
All
think
right.
that my math is 1 nut can end up being a village.
So listen, if the math don't add up, just know they switched up the mathematics on y'all, man. Black Pedro,
You're gonna
comedian
hate this
Shane,
one.
get us up out of here.
Y'all gonna hate this one. Yo, make sure you subscribe to Savage AF. You subscribe to Savage AF with your goddamn hands. You take your thumbs and you give us goddamn thumbs up. Pa-pa! Rate us. If you don't rate us, then goddamn it, motherfucker, what are you doing with your life? Oh yeah, you think it's over? But it ain't over. Make sure you subscribe to the goddamn channel and ring the motherfucking bell. Pedro's not going to agree with this one, but
Let's see.
yeah, no, we'll see. This one's a bad one since we ain't sticking to politics, but it is politics because feminism has gone round wild. But my Shangri today, some of you ladies might want to cover your ears. Pedro, you got to jump in on this one after I explain what it is. When is it time to throw hands? And I mean this to the women. How much would you let a woman beat the brakes off you before you decide it's time to hit her back? Women want equality, but do you want equality pertaining to that? Now, if a woman hits me, I might beat myself up and then run away. I'll try to get away. But there's a certain point with women that the women think that they can fight. Like there was this female boxer, she's a championship boxer, said, "I'll be knocking the boys out." No, you're knocking boys out that are really trying to knock you the fuck out. And this sounds bad for the women, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a reason that bone density, muscle mass, muscles twitch, your
Muscle
reaction, size, the whole 9 matters. Women, I'm down for your equality, but you shouldn't go around smacking men, and there are men that will hit you back. And I wanted to know when, okay, even you, Pedro, when is the time where a woman's, I saw this online, where this woman's beating the brakes off this dude. He's walking away. He's trying to get away. And she hit him. And that was the one where he just picked her up and literally tossed her like she was a fucking rag doll. Now, if it's a transgender, like that's different. That's a dude underneath the makeup and you can do it. But with a woman, would you hit a woman or would you run away? And even when you're running away,
no.
But what if she got you cornered and beating your ass?
I mean, you know, if I haven't found my way out of a situation like that, prior to it happening, I'm gonna look at my life and be like, well, what the fuck did I do? And
No.
that's just me personally. Because unless it's just like some like literally psychotic chick who's just like blah blah on the streets, and just zeroes in on me to try and attack me. Like honestly, there's a time back in the day one day I was on the bus and a chick like that she zeroed in on me here in LA. Like she was
Right.
fucking blah blah blah, and I fucking hate you. But I didn't do shit, you know what I mean? I didn't.
Right.
There was no reason she didn't do shit. But like I've never been in a situation like that. But I was taught to evade or to try and de-escalate or just
a good man.
Elude a fucking thing. But other than my life being in jeopardy, like if I really think, oh, like she has a hammer and she's about to club me in the head.
No.
No, I mean I don't see any reason to ever lay your hands.
I'm gonna let the women know something, and this is gonna sound bad, and Pedro don't even know this. If a woman started socking me in the face, I'm definitely gonna try to get away first. But if I can't get away, I'm bodying you.
I mean, but for the most part, if we are, as we say, physically superior or whatever, then you should be able to evade this woman.
You should be able. But there's some strong ass women. If a woman starts hitting me in the face, guess what happens? Foul.
But Steve, she's walking away. No,
okay, well, I'm saying, well, no,
you can't garbage can them in the back.
Garbage canner? You can't.
Not in the back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
that's
maybe
not
that.
Ain't it.
But what I'm saying is, I saw this video where this girl was literally it was a whole YouTube video where these women were fucking beating up on men, and then the next video was like, how much do you take? And I thought, how much could I take? How many punches would I take? I would definitely try to get away, try to get away, but how many am I supposed to take? And women say, well, I'm equal to you. I'm equal strength. I'm equal.
Well, I mean, I think we need more context in this.
And the context in whatever context.
Well, no, Steven says, try to walk away, say stop 1-2 times. But she continues at some point in self-defense. I mean, are we talking about like, but are we, and self-defense is self-defense. I understand all of that. But like, is this like a woman that you've been with for a while? First date? Just some crazy chick off the street?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No.
If this is your lady that you chose, then you deserve some of them wallops because you chose them. Nigga, like you didn't see the crazy. You didn't see the crazy before she went Mike Tyson on you.
If my wife is hitting me, guess what?
You didn't see the Mike Tyson in her before at the Olive Garden, when she was like, more breadsticks, bitch. Like you wasn't like, yo, she might have a little Mike Tyson.
But there are women that are roughneck ass women, women that dip their knuckles in cocaine and try to knock you out. I mean, there are women I know that think they can fight. And I saw the video and I thought, how many would I take? And I thought, I'm going to ask and see if I'm the only one. I would take a few, but even if you're my wife, you getting hands. Because fuck that. You're not going to bust my eye up, bust my lip up, bust me up just because you feel it's okay. I'm saying to women.
No, I'm saying if your wife can box better than you, then you got to hit the gym, my nigga.
No, not box
like, if you don't know how to.
No, but I mean, you got to eat zip.
Like you gotta go to Mayweather has gyms now. He can teach you these evasive techniques. You don't have to be there when she hit.
Oh, here we go. I knew this was.
You gotta roll, dog.
Okay, my thing in the women, keep your fucking hands to yourself. And most of the time, you can't beat it.
Everybody.
So don't do that. And you don't know. Everybody keep your hands up. And also, you don't know. Some dudes is about that life. You hit them. Put hands on you.
This is why I ultimately don't like this talk, is because
I know
it encourages or it gives leeway for men to think it's okay to retaliate. And no matter what you feel, the reality is these women slaps and taps or whatever, unless she's like 3 times your size and you're some little dude, it's like Wonder Woman versus Ant-Man. Like, you should be fucking careful, dudes, and retaliating against you, because like you could kill a woman.
Absolutely.
Like we understand, like that's the whole argument.
So what I'm
saying is like really, really like it's not a good thing. I don't like to encourage men to think like, after a certain time, like, bro, you should run away. Figure out a way out.
I run away. Now, I would tell y'all something personal, but now I'm starting to get apprehensive to do that. I have had a situation where a woman did that to me when I was very young, She scratched the blood out of my hand because another woman was looking at me. That's the only reason she did it. Oh, you want all these other bitches, and scratched the blood out of my hand. Then she started throwing hands. And I think I blocked one, I blocked the other one, then the other. It was just a reaction. One slipped through, one slipped through.
You back in the gym?
Yeah, bip. And she went, oh, and her brothers. This is the wild shit. Her brothers. I knew she had 3 brothers. The brothers wanted. I thought, well, I'm gonna have to fight all of them. I'm gonna fight all her brothers because I bipped her. And because she was putting hands on me, and I covered up at first, tried to back out of the yard, but the gate like blocked me, so I'm like doing like this, and it was literally we had just came from a date, and this is a horrible shit. She reached my hand and said, like she was pulling me into the house, and then did like this, and dug her fingers into my hand, and then started pounding on me. You know, you motherfuckers think you could just take advantage of women and just all kind of women. I'm not that type of all this other shit. But one came through, and and then her brothers actually met me at a bar. And you're gonna make fun of me. I met her brother at the bar because I figured, well, I can't keep running from these niggas. They gonna get me eventually. And he said, yeah, my sister wild as hell, man. I heard what she did to your hand. I showed my hand. She said, hey man, fuck that, man. You want something to drink? And this is not a joke, but Pedro always gives me shit. I said, yeah, I don't drink. Man, you want some cranberry juice? I went, yeah. Actually, I did. And he sat there talking to me. Yeah, she's a wild girl. Now, look, I don't say hit women, but there are women that think that they can pound on you, beat you, smack you in the face, use a pussy ass nigga. Remy Ma was just talking mad shit to Joe Budden. Joe Budden ain't about that life. If he wanted to, he could get up and murk her. But I'm just saying, it's like, when do you say?
But I'm no? Like, how do you find yourself really around women like this? Like, I smell that energy like bad eggs on a hot day, dog.
No,
but Lewis Johnson said, but still, if Wonder Woman and Ant-Man fought, Ant-Man is going to jail. Not if you call the police on her. You know what I'm saying? So if it's really that, like, yeah, you should get on the phone first.
Okay.
Fellas, so don't start throwing hands.
We're about to go, but my point is,
it ain't gonna work out for
me. I'm watching these videos, and I didn't mean to watch the video, but first I watched the women beat men, then men responding the next video, and it was like some of the men I actually went, okay, I agree with him. One woman, he didn't punch her, he picked her up like this, grabbed her, and threw her, and I was like, oh shit, and all the women, oh, she's the girl. She wasn't a girl just before that, when she was socking him in the face. Or the bus driver when the lady spit on him and was trying to hit him, said, you want to act like a man? I'm going to treat you like a man. And he uppercutted the shit out of her and kicked her off the bus. Part of me was like, oh, that's horrible. If I had a daughter, that's horrible. But part of me was like, hey, don't spit on people and hit them in their face. No better.
Carolina boss said, Pedro ain't been in them streets like Shang. I ain't even going to hold you up on that, bro. Even back in Detroit, I went to nice parties to party with nice girls. I
want nice girls. I don't want girls that are gonna scratch her head.
Are nice, respectable women in their own right or whatever. But yeah, bro. You know, I have literally wild chicks. I don't like none of that shit. loud ass. Like, I want a woman with a voice who has something to say. But the second the chick is like, hey, motherfucker, I'm like, slide right out the picture. So,
yeah, you know, go.
Yeah, the fuck around and find out women, Stephen Bowman. Yeah, I don't fuck around. I've never found out.
But I've had 3 situations. But the one where I bipped her, I thought, oh, this is gonna be horrible. And I bipped her, man. I bipped her. Like it was.
What'd you call her, Bippany? What's her name, Bippany?
Bippany. I did like this at first, like trying to just get away. Like, yo, stop. You know what you said? Stop. And she ain't stopping, and I'm back.
It never works for either side. Listen, when a man's beating a woman and a woman says stop, he don't stop.
The gate closed, so I'm backed up to the gate. Then I just thought, I throw one through, bip, and she went, ah, and then it was bad. But I'm not that y'all. I don't want y'all to think I'm a woman beater. I'm not. I'm just saying, men. Okay, before we go, men, teach your daughter not to hit men. Walk away. Get away from that motherfucker. Women. Teach his sons not to hit women, but
men teach your sons not to hit women.
Teach your sons not to hit women. But if a woman's throwing hands on you, if she's Ronda Rousing you, trying to really knock you the fuck out and prove a point, and you happen to be smaller than that behemoth bitch, give her 2 to the ribs. Never hit her in the face because the cops see that first. All right, Savage AF.
Lewis said, Pedro saying I don't have money for odd size band-aids. Exactly, dog. It's either the one that goes around this finger or I can't do it, man.
All right,
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts
this
matter.
was a
Keep your
weird
hands
show.
to yourself.
This one went left.
No,
I just
nobody
wanted to do
needs
that to
band-aids.
see. Yeah.
Shane turned a perfectly financial situation into pure murder for no reason, dog.
Well, I'm
That's
just
on
saying.
record now.
It's on
All right,
record.
man.
Savage AF.
We'll-
I tell you what,
we'll be back
I won't
tomorrow,
be able to rock tomorrow,
Hey,
but I will
all
be
right.
here Thursday, Friday. But it'll be Dro solo tomorrow. Also,
I got
make
you.
sure you check me out if you get a chance. You happen to be in the Hollywood area. I will be at the Bourbon Room, Wax Poetics. I'll be with Eliza Schlesinger and a bunch of other comics and Dean Del Rey and Mike.
That's
and
tonight.
I actually
Get there, y'all.
I represent Detroit. Mike Binder, who's from Detroit, came up in the Detroit comedy scene, and Jimmy Shin. So I'll be there tonight. Tomorrow I'll be at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood and the Laugh Factory in Long Beach, and then I'll be at the Rec Room in Huntington Beach this weekend. So I'll let y'all know as we go. We'll see you. I will see you Thursday. Dro will see you tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for supporting us. And when we get to the new platform, please come over to the new platform. All right, y'all.
You know what it is, man. Savage AF, stay black. Don't be black. Keep your finger out your nose.
Bam.